I hate to burst your bubble, but society is lying to you in more ways than you may know, and it's stopping you from reaching the full potential of your business and of yourself. But the ways to overcome it are not as difficult as you might think. So today I'm going to take you through exactly how I broke free from societal conventions, turned myself into an 8-figure online educator, and I'll also be sharing my most important points on how you can too. To understand exactly how to do this, we need to look at the first major goal society sets for you: achieving academic success. Sound familiar? Get good grades, go to a good school, take on massive amounts of student debt, get a job good enough to pay off that debt, and then you'll finally be deemed successful. That's what I was told as well. But in 2005, even though I was set to go to a great university and go down that same path, I decided to take night classes in media and work in a restaurant and a clothing store instead. Why? 2 words: conventional claustrophobia. Conventional, by the dictionary's definition, means to be concerned with what is generally held to be acceptable at the expense of individuality and sincerity. And claustrophobia, by my definition, means the thought of doing what's expected of me or seen as a societal norm makes me feel trapped. I may have felt this back in 2005, but I know this feeling very much still exists, and I'm not alone in that feeling. So I didn't see success as getting an income-capped salary while feeling unfulfilled and undervalued, or spending that capped income on things like clothes, cars, bags, jewelry, body enhancements, and more just for the illusion of success on social media. I wanted real success that was defined by myself and what I wanted, not just being told to act as a cog in a broken system for the benefit of that broken system. This is why I've made it my mission to show people how to take their power back using their existing knowledge to smash the income and impact ceiling, regardless of their circumstances. And the secret to doing so is not a quick fix or a short-term solution. It's slow, steady, and continuous dedication to mastering the skill set or expertise that you can be the best at and have a never-ending interest in. For me, I've always set my sights on doing what I love, despite teachers, former bosses, mentors, friends, family, peers telling me to choose a conventional path. In 2010, I got my dream job reporting at the Olympics, and although I could have continued down that path, on my way home, I decided to create my own online magazine instead of following the standard career path in an archaic media conglomerate. I made little to no money in that business, but I learned social media like the back of my hand. And I got hired by a business incubator to be their social strategist. In 2011, my boss told me to stop focusing on social media because it was a passing trend, and he wanted me to pursue a managerial role in the company instead. A few weeks later, I quit and went all in on creating a social media agency. So what's the point of sharing all of this? I was taking career advice from people who hadn't done what I wanted to do and had a vested interest in keeping me as an asset for their gain instead of owning my value to create limitless growth for myself and my future. The reality I wanted to create was outside of the realm of their possibilities, so they thought they were keeping me safe. Well, I knew that playing small and not listening to my intuition would make me absolutely insane. You either set your own goals or society sets them for you. And entrepreneurship is the ability to take control of your own success so no one else can control it for you. And there has never been a better time in history to make your own path. The truth is, monetizing your knowledge, expertise, and skill set is more in demand than ever before. The online education industry is projected to grow past $300 billion by 2026. By focusing your attention on mastering your skill set and honing your craft, you're investing in future-proofing yourself and creating a new path to generating wealth via your unique expertise and sharing that expertise at scale globally. I don't say this as theory. I say it with nearly a decade of experience in supporting people from all over the world in doing this. DJs, doctors, counselors, artists, musicians, educators, accountants, the list goes on and on. We've yet to find a skill set we can't help monetize. And I'm gonna dig into a major key to monetizing your knowledge in a moment. But if you're ready to turn your expertise into an online business, comment online course below and we'll send you our free masterclass. So remember, getting an education is not a bad thing. It's how you use it that matters. Going to university to study and master your craft makes a lot of sense in a lot of cases, but how you use it makes a massive, massive difference. Understanding the value of digital real estate is crucial, meaning sharing your expertise outside of your local bubble by owning digital assets like social media profiles, an email list, website, etc. That provides you with limitless reach and impact, and it allows you to, again, future-proof yourself and increase your equity as an authority on a much larger scale. So it makes you more sought after than you could be if you weren't taking advantage of the global reach right at your fingertips. And with your digital real estate being established, it is crucial to keep our next step in mind: strategic authority building. So when it comes to building authority as an expert online, building an email list or strictly growing a social media audience is the difference between owning your home or renting from a landlord. So an email list is the most valuable digital asset you can own in your business because you truly do own it. You're just borrowing your audience on social media platforms because ultimately you don't own or have any control over the algorithm, the updates, the changes, etc. that are going to be made. So I encourage you from the beginning to implement what we call the audience ownership trifecta, which means you have your social media platform, you create highly relevant content for the people that you ultimately want to reach, and then those people become a part of the email list that you own. Next, let's talk about the knowledge economy. So outside of the traditional school system, education has never really been this booming industry, but now traditional education is being challenged by the decentralization and democratization of knowledge through social media, through all of these different creators, thought leaders, and just overall this new knowledge economy, which is increasingly hard to keep up with in a more traditional setting. So people are now turning online to learn new skills, achieve goals, and invest in their growth more than they ever have before. So your job is to provide them with the most efficient path to achieving that growth based on your unique expertise. So we call this the zero to hero client journey, and it allows you to create a curriculum that creates the transformation for your client that they are truly seeking. But you're probably thinking, isn't AI going to take all of our jobs anyways? And why would people want to learn from me? Okay, so AI is incredible. And this is coming from someone who is very slow and cautious to adopt it, but I really have grown to love it. And especially in this online education space, it's pretty amazing because you can go onto ChatGPT, type anything in, and learn pretty much anything you want. But that's information-based. And I've yet to be able to see a use case where you can strictly use something like AI to create true, deep, long-lasting transformation. And that is where your unique skill set and your unique expertise comes into play and why it's so valuable. People want to learn from people. People want to learn from someone who has been there, done that, and been in the trenches. So from my perspective, AI is an amazing source of information, but execution and transformation require that human interaction. But the human element, from my perspective, it will always be necessary. And so you can train AI to do a lot of things, and I think it's an important skill to have, but you can't train a machine to provide you with empathy, support, and customized guidance like a human being can do, which makes being a master at what you do, having your own method, and being able to mentor others in a skill set and expertise that's unique to you, it's only becoming more and more in demand. That's why positioning yourself as an authority is actually more important than ever, and it's really the key to taking the next step to success. In a society that values time and effort, a legacy business allows you to earn an income and make an impact without attachment to time or effort. The trap for most entrepreneurs happens in the mastery phase, where you get limited by the time and income ceiling. You only have 24 hours in a day, so you are inherently capped, and this is called the point of diminishing returns. When you build a business around your unique genius, skill set, or expertise, you're creating what we call a legacy business. And as morbid as this might sound, a legacy business is built so that if you were to die tomorrow, your business could still make an income and an impact without you being involved. You package your expertise into a curriculum. Clients from all over the world can study that curriculum at their own pace, and those same clients achieve the outcome of your program without having to necessarily ever speak to you. This makes you both replaceable and irreplaceable. No one can take your unique experience and duplicate it perfectly. This is what allows your online program to stand out and stand the test of time. But once you package that experience into a curriculum, it can live on without you needing to be constantly involved. To take advantage of the future of business, first and foremost, master a skill set. From there, create a duplicatable and unique method. And then finally, package that method into a curriculum that you can then use to mentor others. But none of the advice that we talked about today will actually matter without our next step. But before we get into that, if you're ready to create a successful online education business, or if you have an online course currently, but it's not working the way you want it to, I have a free masterclass that breaks down the 4 steps to scale your online program for more income and impact. So just comment online course below or click the link at the top of the description. So the next step, play the long game. One of the most common pitfalls of aspiring entrepreneurs is to get caught up in short-term thinking. So they grab at all the shiny objects like new social media trends, platforms, and they lose sight of what actually makes a business sustainable and successful in the long run, which is a great offer that people actually want to buy. We call this putting your scientist hat on, because to truly stand the test of time, you want to dedicate yourself to continuous mastery of your craft, iterating, improving, testing, listening to client feedback, and constantly striving to provide even better results. Without a good offer, you've built a business on a broken foundation. With a business model that allows you to smash the income and impact ceiling, you'll empower yourself with the freedom of time, choice, and location. And then, with that newfound freedom, you can invest it into yourself and your growth. Continuously mastering your skill set, learning new technology, studying your industry inside and out. And that's really the most important investment you can make in continuously staying ahead of the curve and sustaining your success. And it may sound so corny, but knowledge is power, now more than ever. Being able to monetize your knowledge has created a much more even playing field for entrepreneurial success, and it is prime time to capitalize. If you feel confident that you're willing to mentor and coach others, make sure you watch this video here where I show you how to use YouTube to build your own business around your knowledge and expertise. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.